Hey guys, it's Steve. Okay, so February 4th, 2025, about 1 month, almost exactly 1 month, I think, after the state law that made Pennsylvania require licenses for wholesale. Um, you guys may have noticed that I've been a little bit spotty this last month as we tried to work through some planning things and getting documentation done and whatever. That being said, we are looking to launch fast and launch hard. We're getting a lot of people signing up for becoming licensed agents. We have some people we're partnering with who teach courses. We can get you through that process, yada yada. I was down at Pennsylvania Association of Realtors last week. It's an annual or quarterly, I think it is, conference. I've actually never been to one. I have no idea. But down in Harrisburg, and pretty much pushing the agenda of licensed wholesaling and trying to help PAR get their hands around what that means. So what I wanted to cover today is I want to get everyone's wheels moving fast. So we have some data lists we can share if you want to do direct dialing. We are doing some postcard mailings. We're doing some other things. We want to support you in getting the word out there. Now, here is what PA licensing law says about getting paid if you are not licensed. Short version, haha, too bad, so sad, not happening. Long version, I can pay you for leads if you're not licensed. I can pay you per month, per hour, per quarter, per other methodology. I cannot pay, except for a lot of crazy hoops that become a little risky, unlicensed people for actual closed transactions. So I'm imploring everyone to get licensed. There's very little I want to do with unlicensed people. If you are a volume wholesaler and you really don't want to get licensed, you're an out-of-stater or whatever, talk to me. I might have a way of doing it, but I'm going to have to know, I'd be making you a business partner in something, and I'm going to have to know that there's enough reason to do that. And that's, I don't want that for every regular wholesaler. Just get your damn license. But if you're an out-of-area operation and Pennsylvania is one of the states you work in, we want to find a way to, help you work in it legally. Yes, the new law only covers units 1 through 4. However, the existing licensing law defines a licensed activity as bringing two parties together for the purposes of a real estate transaction. So under the 1980 version of the law, which is still legitimately illegal and operational, you are required to be licensed to do any real estate. So really, this new law was kind of not necessary, but whatever. If you bring a self-storage, a land deal, a 5+ unit residential, a mixed use, I don't mind considering that an unlicensed activity. I would still handle that on my own licensed company, whatever, because SB 1173 says 1 through 4 units. So if you are working in the commercial field in the larger multifamily, blah, 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 bring it on. Let's have a conversation. Okay. So let me start fresh when you get a seller on the phone. And let me remind everybody that when you get that person, you're doing your direct dialing, you're doing your cold calling, you're doing your whatevers. Your first few calls with the sellers, first however many you need, don't try to wing it. 3-way me into the call, schedule a thing with me, yada, 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 get something together. I'll walk through the call, you'll take notes. It's the doctor method. You hear it done a few times, then I hear you do it a few times, then you're comfortable flying on your own. So don't feel like you ever have to do it on your own. The phone calls are simple. We have scripts that boil down to effectively, and as usual, I'm always doing this after I jump on the phone, the video. I'm pulling up what the questions to ask seller are, and I am going to add that into the platform right now, so it goes on the video. Share screen, questions to ask seller. Don't really care how you do it. Don't really care about how you phrase it. But these are the questions. Can you tell me the condition, address, bedroom, bathroom, how many units, what repairs? When was the last time property was renovated? This one's a fun one. Whoops. This is a fun one because they're always saying, oh, it wasn't that long ago. Well, who was president? Reagan. Okay, kind of long ago. Whatever. Mortgage. Oh, years, rates left, whatever. Why are you motivated? Generally, that goes into our spreadsheet, and you answer the questions on the spreadsheet. So generally, that's kind of the point there. You don't answer the questions on the spreadsheet while you're on the phone because the spreadsheet is very. Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. The spreadsheet is very. Well, it's a spreadsheet. It's not exactly simple. So, and I'm just trying to find. Here we go. I'm just pulling up the spreadsheet now for the questions. So you will see in the spreadsheet here, present, share screen, sorry. You will see in the spreadsheet here, we have lots of questions. Number of units, bedrooms, bathrooms. So you start way over here and you've got the contact info on the seller, and then way over here is where your questions come up. And they don't come up in any order that is necessarily how you naturally talk to somebody. So that's why you write the information down at notepad, whatever, tablet, phone, whatever you store it in, and then you transfer it in the call later because you want the call to be as comfortable as possible. You want to be as conversational as possible with the person you're on the phone with. And besides, we give you data lists, besides a lot of other things, there's the possibility, there's other ways. We give you data lists, you buy data lists, you do flyers, you do bandit signs, whatever. You can also call your local county and city and municipality code office and get the code violation list. You can go to your local, in Pennsylvania, they call it the Prothonotari's office, and get the Prothonotary list. The Prothonotary list meaning pre-foreclosures or pre-divorces or divorce filings or whatever that brings up, those things. So, for example, you want to know condemned property. You want to know this. First of all, get to know your code officers. Second of all, make a right to know request or Sunshine Act request or whatever it's called in your municipality and request they give you the list of code violations. Some municipalities will just give them up. Some municipalities will make you do a right to know request. Some municipalities will do something else, but basically, you want to make that request. And they can deny it, but usually they won't. It's a pain in the ass for them because they usually don't have these code violations in a database. But it's a good source of information. We can help you get those names and addresses of those homeowners with violations skip traced, and you reach out and see it. And it is a very semi-arduous process to get somebody on the phone or whatever. So it's not like, I make 3 calls, I make 3 sales. No. I make 3 calls, I might, I make 30 calls, I might get 1. It's like that. You fill in the spreadsheet, you jump on with us, we help you evaluate the value of the property, we get back on the phone with the seller, we see if we can make a deal. Then you watch us do the process the rest of the way. If you're licensed, you're going to be more involved. If you're not licensed, you're going to be a spectator. And remember, if you're not licensed, you're making very, very little because I can pay you for the lead. I can't pay you for the closing. So I'm encouraging everyone, please, 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 please get licensed, or work on something the state doesn't regulate, or work outside of Pennsylvania. We do have the wholesale broker. We do work with you across all the states. So right now, by now, if you're new to this, here's what you need to get. And if you've been with us for a while, you probably already have this. You need a phone number. You need a Google Voice or some other type of phone number. You need an email address. You need a Facebook business profile. It's all about real estate. That's it. And you're joining community groups. You're joining What's Wrong with Pittsburgh. You're joining What's Right About Scranton. You're joining whatever. You're joining the Real Estate Investor Associations in your area. You're joining the real estate meetup groups and the Pennsylvania Independent Property Owners groups and all that kind of real estate related groups. And that Facebook profile is all about talking real estate. Your baby mama stuff stays away. Your party night stuff stays away. This is business. And right now, that's everyone's assignment. Work on getting your license and work on getting conversations going with sellers and getting those leads over to us. We do pay for leads. If you just say, hey, here's a name and phone number, we pay you for that. No problem. Hey, I talked to Billy. I collected this basic information. Here's his name and phone number. He's waiting for a call from you. We pay a little more for that. We can buy those from you. No license, no trouble, no mess. We can teach you everything else you need to know. So we'll walk you through everything. Anyway, I just wanted to touch base and catch up with everybody. We will be doing this religiously every Wednesday. I'm going to target 10:30, but if you guys tell me collectively is a different time is better. But collectively, right now, Wednesdays at 10:30, we're here. Here's the link. And we'll go from there. Reach out to me. Also, if you want to get involved in writing loans or debt service coverage ratio loans and making a few $100s, I think it's $500 per deal, per loan that closes, let me know. We'll hook you up with that too. 570-798-7051. Thanks.